Fox News had a segment on forgiving student loans. And as you know, I'm about to get angry. But here's exactly what they had to say on the issue, and then we'll come back and talk about it.
Renewing calls to wipe out student loan debt as an analysis from a bipartisan group says the move would be an ineffective stimulus measure. Here's a response from AOC herself. We have to push the Biden administration hard. This whole thing, we can't cancel student loan debt, is not going to fly. Charles Payne is the host of Making Money with Charles Payne on our sister network, Fox Business. He joins us now. Charles, you and I have been talking about these calls by some progressive Democrats for years. I mean, we remember Bernie Sanders really starting this push, but that policy group that looked into it says this: eliminating $1.5 trillion in loans, it says, would translate to just $90 billion or less in cash available to spend in 2021 and $450 billion over the next 5 years. So they're saying this is ineffective as far as a stimulus for the American people. And you say what?
Right. I mean, there's a distinct difference, when people think about stimulus, for instance, the debate over a stimulus check, going out to your mailbox, opening it up, and there's money there, versus someone saying you don't have to pay for a bill that many are arguing they didn't have the money to pay for already. So if you couldn't pay for the student loan, doesn't mean money will magically materialize in your pocket so you can buy an automobile. This thing has been chopped down every which way possible. And more importantly, the part about this sort of being something to help the disadvantaged, to help blacks and Hispanics, if you really look at the data very closely, you look at where most of these loans are. Folks with master's degrees, PhDs, people who will make $2 or $3 million over the course of their life, more than a high school graduate. This is a bailout for rich white folks, to be quite frank with you.
I mean, these people are stupid. I mean, how dumb can you be? Oh, this is helping black and white folk, and we don't want them to help black people. You see how Republicans are? They're always about, oh my God, you're gonna forgive student debt. Well, that's gonna help all the black folk in this country. Damn right, it's gonna help all the black folk. Damn right. And to them, it's unacceptable. Like, oh, you want to help black people? Well, we like the system to be unequal so that people don't have the same footing when they get out of school. What are you doing? Come on, we need to keep the racist system alive. You assholes. That's all you care about. That's the one thing you care about. Race. Like, you're telling me that Mexicans and blacks are going to have equal opportunities? Are you kidding me? Ah, fuck. And with the AOC quote, damn right we got to push Joe Biden. Damn fucking right we got to push Joe Biden. Joe Biden is the most corporate of corporatists ever. He's even more right-wing than Hillary Clinton. So, yeah, we're going to push him to the left, hopefully. And actually, you're never going to push him left. Joe Biden is doing this measly shit of, I'll forgive student loans if it hits 10,000, if you make this much, if you make that much. So AOC should really watch her words, because Joe Biden ain't gonna go anywhere. But yeah, why not try and push Joe Biden at least? Why not? And so he says, well, it's helping people that earn PhDs, who have high school diplomas, who have college diplomas and degrees, and they're earning $2 to $3 million in their life. The majority of the people that would be helped with the student loan forgiveness are people that make between $40,000 to $60,000 a year. In some areas, that's middle class. In most areas in the United States, that's lower class. Lower class. I mean, how dumb can this guy be? And and then he says, well, it's going to help rich white folk, which again goes back to the race. People say, well, what about the rich folks who have medical debt and student loan debt? So if you forgive those, are you going to forgive theirs? Huh? Fuck yeah, we will. Oh, now you want to help the rich. Oh, but then you guys get mad when I say, well, let's tax the rich. Oh, now you want to tax the rich? Which one is it, you fuckface? So people come out like, oh my God, yeah. You gotta be principled. If you stand for canceling medical debt and student loan debt, okay, if you're rich and you have medical debt, boom, gone. Go invest it in the stock market. Go buy a new fucking mansion. Go do something. And by the way, most people that'll be helped are the middle class, not rich folks. Because rich folks always usually have their daddies and their mommies and their businesses pay for their college. And they're not attending these little colleges around their state. They're going out of state to Harvard and other Ivy League colleges and paying $65,000 and then deducting it from their taxes. When most people only make $65,000 a year. Like, come on. Okay? This is what's frustrating. And then you say, well, Jason, canceling student debt means that, what about the people who had to pay it before? They don't get their loans forgiven. That's like saying, oh my God, we got attacked on 9/11, but, hey, we shouldn't go fight back. Or, oh, coronavirus killed 300,000 people. Oh, you're making a vaccine? Oh, but Jason, that means, what about the people who died from the pandemic? You asswipe. That's what you're saying. Hey, I know you got a disease, a cure for heart disease or diabetes. I know you have a cure, but what about the other people who died from diabetes, huh? What about the other people who already lost their legs, huh? That's what they're effectively saying when they're making that dumbass argument. And by the way, this check is a this student loan is stimulus because now you're wiping away an unnecessary burden. Because you go to school, you go for a degree because our parents and our grandparents told us, oh, son or daughter, if you go to school, you'll get done and you'll have a great life ahead of you and you'll be in the middle class, owning a house and having a wife and kids. Most people can't afford to get married. They can't afford to own a house or pay off a mortgage or a car or even own a credit card because they're in so much student debt. They can't afford healthcare in this country because we have a barbaric healthcare system, but the fact that they have student debt is even worse. They can't start a business. They can't own a house. They can't rent a car. They can't go on vacation. They can't do nothing. So wiping this debt away will provide stimulus. Hey, I pay $3,000 a month to my student loans. But now I can take that money I would pay for student loans. I can pay down medical debt, which we shouldn't have anyway. I can pay down my mortgage. Pay down my car insurance. I can remodel my house. I can buy a car. Buy my wife a car. Send my kids to college. Tuition should be free, by the way. Wow. And so it is a stimulus for the people. All right, so these dumbasses on Fox News, oh, it's helping rich white folks. I don't give a damn. I really don't. Okay, they get help. Who cares? Now you're complaining even though, by the way, these people, they're complaining even though they just gave a $2 trillion tax cut to the rich. And then they gave them $4.25 trillion, $5 trillion in a bailout package. Rich white folks. And now you're coming, oh my God, they're going to help the rich. Wow. You freaking hypocrites. You guys help them every single time. But when we want to eliminate $1.645 trillion of student loan debt, oh, it's because they want to keep this system in place that punishes you because you went to school. Guys, this is like the principle that we stand for, which is we shouldn't have indentured servitude, right? Like, remember when slaves had indentured servitude where it's like, hey, if you if you can survive your term of indentured servitude, you're free. So if your indentured servitude is 7 years and you survive that, well, okay, your master has to let you go and you don't have to serve anyone anymore. That's exactly what we're talking about. Why be beholden to these people who, by the way, they don't need this money? But you need to pay them back because they need that money. Why do they need that money? Obviously, they're getting money from the federal government. Obviously, a lot of this is the federal government. My taxes are already going to this. Man, these people are such abominable figures. They're just like, you know, that's it. You know, it's just these dumbass people who make these arguments and, you know, hey, if you're worried about the people who did pay their student loans or who are busy paying off their student loans, how about we refund them all of that money or give them a $50,000 tax credit? Oh, now you're happy. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, man, these people. Oh, my God. And they're Republicans. And of course, the centrists in the Democratic Party believe this crap, too, and then they use it. Wow.